On this video, I'm going to talk about something that I feel like I've talked about before. I feel like we all know. However, I need a refresher, and I thought this would be an appropriate moment to go over some of the things that I think we all know, and that's this idea of perspective.
Indie Jones, back with a trendy flow. I'm still trying to find my voice in this here scenario. Here we go.
I'm no mental health expert. I'm not someone that has dealt with depression on a clinical level. I felt blue just like the next person. I've never dealt with like serious mental health issues. But I do find a recurring theme in people that find themselves in a dark place, find themselves struggling, find themselves depressed. And I think this is something that happens to a lot of us. I think the way our physiology is made up dictates how it may impact us differently, meaning that if you're more susceptible to depression, if you're more susceptible to issues with mental health, this may hit you different. But it's this idea of perspective and how oftentimes what keeps us from our breakthrough, what keeps us from getting to the next level isn't our external circumstances, but it's actually our perspective of our external circumstances. That the very things that some people may view as roadblocks, other people may view as opportunities. The very things people may view as setbacks, some people may view as setups for the next thing that's coming up for them. And so I'm trying to be more and more intentional about my perspective in all areas. I'm trying to be more intentional about my perspective with music. I'm trying to be more intentional about my perspective with family and friends, and not taking things too personally. Sometimes we could have the wrong perspective. Sometimes we could just have a self-absorbed perspective where everything is viewed through our lens and how we see things. And the reality is that we can get trapped in this philosophy that like the world's out to get us, people don't mess with you, this isn't going right. And the truth is that like most people just aren't even thinking about you that much. Like if you feel slighted by a situation, a relationship, and you think that someone is against you or out to get you, the truth is they're not even probably focused or thinking about you. They got their own mess. They got their own junk that they're working about. Hopefully this encourages you. I know in the last couple of weeks, I was going through my own issues with perspective and thinking through like what held me back from launching the Patreon for so long, which if you don't know what Patreon is, it's a monthly way for you to partner with what we're doing at King's Dream Entertainment, with getting behind what we're doing, with getting really cool perks and really cool incentives, and really just getting to sow into our movement. It took me a long time to launch it because my perspective was wrong, and belief kind of kept pressing me about it. It was like, bro, you got to get on this Patreon thing, And my perspective was, I don't want to be viewed a certain way. I don't want to be viewed as a guy that's asking people for money, or viewed as a guy that's not making all the money off of income. But the reality is my perspective was wrong in that it's another way for people to partner with what we're doing. It's another stream of income, and the pain of missing out on doing Patreon became greater than the negative side of doing it, or the negative perception, or whatever my own headspace was about launching it. And sometimes we don't change until the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of changing and evolving. And so I want to hear from you guys. How do you deal with perspective? How do you view the world? How are you processing different things in your personal life? Do you tend to see the glass as half full or half empty? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to like this video. Share it with somebody that needs to hear this, maybe somebody that needs to reevaluate their perspective. And go sign up and check out that Patreon, man. I really think you guys are going to like it. I'm comfortable enough of my own perspective to know that it's something that's valuable for you guys. So thank you for checking out this video. I appreciate y'all. Peace.